Alright, what is going on, my scummy boys and my scummy girls? Today we got a little bit different of a video. So first of all, I'm going to be going over the Shrine of Secrets, let you guys know what's good, what's bad in it. First up, we have a survivor perk, Botany Knowledge, and honestly, it's not terrible. It's not really like going to change any huge decisive decisions in your gameplay. It's just going to be better for your healing and kind of make your medkits a little bit better than average. The tier 3 of this perk is decent at best. I'm personally just not a fan of it because I prefer perks for running more than survival. But if you want perks for overall healing and just keeping the team topped off, it's not bad for that. Vigil is garbage. I mean, there's nothing more to say about it. Survivors have to be pretty much on your ass, and then their stats effects just deplete faster, and it's not worth it. Because hindered, almost no status effects for hindered last that long. Minus like the Huntress's, I think it's the U seed hatchets, or the U seed oil that lasts for a while. Blindness doesn't really matter. You can play around blindness easily. Exhausted, if you're exhausted, you probably just use something to get away from the killer. So when are you going to have time to sit next to an ally instead of just sitting still on a generator away from them, provided you get away? Hemorrhage doesn't really matter. There's not enough killers that I find that even actually pay attention to blood trails, and if you're on darker maps, they're hidden most of the time anyway. And then mangled, you just heal up. So what's the point? So yeah, these are just not good. This one's just not good. This one's alright. I put this like a B tier perk, if that. Maybe lower B, higher C. Next up we have Remember Me. Remember Me is only good for if you're doing a complete endgame build. If you're doing straight endgame like Blood Warden, Noed, Remember Me, Fire Up, all that would be in there. Ironically, all Freddy, so that's probably the only use I could see out of this. As far as the only other reason you would use it is if you have a tome challenge for some sort of obsession, and you want to make sure that there is an obsession, say at the lower ranks or even some of the mid ranks, because you can't guarantee they're always going to be running either Decisive Strike or like Metal Man or some sort of obsession perk like Object. So if you want to just have something to throw on there and make it somewhat decent, there you go. It can also help for if you need to get hooks in endgame, because it'll slow the last person down that isn't the obsession. All you do is just beat the obsession down and then hook them and then kill them. Make sure that they are the one that dies, because this doesn't affect them. But other than that, I mean, I'd probably put it same as like Botany Knowledge. It's lower B, upper C, only because there is potential to make this good, similar to Botany. They're good for playing off of other perks. This stands alone as garbage, and then there's Monitor and Abuse. Monitor and Abuse, all around, really good. You have a 32-meter terror radius, lowers it down, and makes it so it's a lot easier to see in the same sense because of the field of view. The field of view at tier 3 does go up to 10 degrees, and for some people it matters. For other people, you don't notice it, which is fine, but the terror radius decrease is definitely the biggest portion of this that is very, very strong, because it allows some killers to sneak up that need to get closer. I use it a lot for Legion. I like to get closer and either potentially get just a smack if it's one person, or get that frenzy stab and then start chaining hits, but at least then I'm right on top of them and they more or less panic, because they don't expect a Legion to be that close that quickly. Other than that, that's pretty much the only use for it. I mean, you can do also like zero terror radius builds for it, with like Mikey and whatnot, but overall it is a good perk that can just stand by itself. On my biased end of it, I will put this easily at an A tier. It's not necessarily an S tier, but I will definitely put it at like a mid to upper A tier, just because of how much it does for you, and it's all passive. Like, you literally have to do nothing but just put the perk on. Again, that is more biased though, so take that with a pinch of salt. If some people don't like this perk, or some people don't see it as that good, that's fine. That is completely okay. I'm not trying to sell this, but I'm trying to just say, if somebody has been questioning this perk, or someone's been waiting for this to be in there and wonders, I don't know, is this really actually worth it? In my opinion, yes, it can be. It can very much be worth it, depending on the killers you play. For example, like I said, I use it on Legion. If you want to use it on like Oni, or I've seen people use it on Spirit, Bubba, Clown, Pig even. You wouldn't use it on Doctor, but there's people that you can use it for. You could even technically use it on Mikey without the 0 terror radius build, just so you can get closer with that 3rd tier stab. So there is quite a bit of use to it. But for today's video, a couple things. One, I have a Legion challenge that I wanted to try out, and 2, I also got my Blight skin, my Gentleman Blight, so we will be doing a Blight game because we can never not do a Blight game. But we'll start off with the Legion one. So here is the cluster that I've made. I'm using my favorite cosmetic setup, by the way, because I love the blank expression mask with the afterglow, and then I do actually like the white hunting knife more than a lot of these other knives. Don't get me wrong, sparkling knife is good, but we'll rock the white one today. So what we're doing is we got Monster Shrine, worst perk in the game. Still don't know why it's not reworked, but we're gonna run this. The idea is to make this challenge very, very difficult, and there's a few other unique adaptations to it. So first of all, Monster Shrine. Second, Unrelenting. Missed the basic attacks, reduce the cooldown by 30%. Then we got Hangman's Trick, the new one. Gain a notification when a survivor begins sabotaging a hook while carrying a survivor. See the aura of any survivor within 6 meters of a hook. Good for countering Sabo squads. That's it. That is literally the only point to this perk. Still. And then Insidious. If I stand still for 2 seconds, I am undetectable status until I move or act. There's no point in doing it with Legion, who's a rush killer. Then we've got Susie's Mixtape, tremendously increased Killer Instinct's detection range, and we got Never Sleep Pills, moderately increases the Killer Instinct's detection range. These 2 add-ons are fucking useless. Because if I can see someone across map, why does it matter? When I could have just put on something like, oh yeah, barbecue and chili that tells me that and gives me their exact location, and then I can walk over there because I just hooked a survivor and put pressure there instead of stabbing someone and trying to run across map. So yeah, these are here to be just useless. That's it. And we're going to Ormond. We're going to Ormond because 1, the Legion, and 2, because it's a fucking annoying map to play. It's pretty much any killer. Pretty much. Now, what are the rules to this challenge? Because right now, it just seems like I put on a bunch of shit perks, put on shit add-ons, and go. And there are some people that run no add-ons that can just throw on Ormond and they'll be fine. And maybe some people out there actually use some of these perks. Maybe somebody uses Unrelenting or Monster Shrine and just does basement builds with Legion all day. Maybe someone does an anti-Sabo build because they've been hurt too many times. Maybe someone is just lonely and they just want to stand there till a friend comes close enough to hug them and then they stab them in the face. I don't know. You play Legion your way, I play Legion my way. But one thing I will say is the reason why this is going to be challenging is because, 1, Killer Instinct really doesn't give us anything. It's going to be a pseudo barbecue and chili in a sense, but even then, your odds of knowing where they are best left to guessing. I already explained the Ormond, but as far as your power, can I use my power at any time? Yeah, you can. But the challenge comes in the survivors. You are not allowed to smack a survivor or even down a survivor unless they're in the deep wound state. So when you find a healthy survivor, you stab them with your frenzy, then you can go on and down them. You find a survivor that's injured or that just got off a hook, well, you gotta frenzy stab them first and then you can down them. So everyone has to go down by deep wounds. Or, well, afflicted by deep wounds. We're not doing some Frank's Mixtape shit. And when I first made this build, I saw the build and I just thought, okay, that seems pretty annoying. What else can I do? Then I thought these add-ons do practically nothing. I could have also done Susie's Mixtape and Fuming Mixtape if you want to as a side one, but then I thought Fuming Mixtape actually gives good info though. It may not be great, I may not like it, but it actually does give good info. So then I looked at the Browns and I was just like, I mean, blindness doesn't really do much. This doesn't really do much. And then I saw the detection range and I was like, yeah, okay, you know what, Brown add-ons aren't really that great. Besides Mischief List, because I actually use this a fuck ton right now while I save up my stolen sketchbooks, iridescent buttons, franks, and legion pins. And I'm gonna pop off with actual builds. I mean, I've been rank 1 before without using actual add-ons. But as I started thinking, I was like, stab wound study doesn't do much. No. There are some survivors that would get tripped up by the lesser stab wound study timer. And I've seen it at rank 1 where people just vaulting pallet left and right. I'm playing them at a loop and then they don't realize they need to actually mend. Now they're down. Or they get away from me and they think they can work on a generator for a little bit and suddenly they're down and they're like, wait, that's not the time on it. So I've seen rank 1s fall for that. But you know what I don't see? Is killer instinct detection range on any fucking Legion player I've ever talked to or watched gameplay of. They just don't take this stuff. So I got the add-ons. Let's get rid of them. I already explained the Ormond a couple times now because I personally also just don't like Ormond, but I do like the fact that it's Legion's place. So in honor of a Legion challenge, let's go to Legion's place. Other maps you could do this with if you don't have an Ormond offering is literally just any Coldwind Farms map. Or you could also do some Red Forest maps. They're not all terrible, but just the fact that they're larger in scale makes them a little bit more difficult. And especially with the killer instinct detection range, they're quite far away if you stab someone in the center, because you're not going to make any of those runs with no duration add-on. So this is the challenge. I have to stab people with frenzy, and they have to be afflicted by deep wounds before I can do anything. I will say too, if I were to stab someone, or if somebody were to have borrowed time and give themselves borrowed time, say a no-mither person gave themselves borrowed time, then that's fine. I can down them because that still kind of counts. All right, so we're gonna get started here, and we're gonna try to see how this goes. So yeah, I've been on this weekly schedule for uploading, and it's kind of nice. I feel like I'm not really rushed to upload anything, but at the same time, it feels like I have all the time in the world, so I can actually sit down, think about what I want to do, and think about, you know, like, who do I want to play? Wow, that was a fast jump. I can think about all that before I actually get into a game and sit there and, I don't want to say waste my time, but just put an effort that I just don't really have. Can I get him? Yes, I can. So now that he's stabbed with deep wounds, I'm going to end my frenzy, and now I can chase you on these toxic fucking loops with nothing more than just my knowledge. That reaction time, though. So yeah, right there is an example. Like, now they've healed up, because of course they would have. So I am going to go stab them again, and then I can go try to down them. Oh. I heard her. Oh, it was you. Why did I hear you so close? Sounded like she was right on top of me. And I will say, if somebody walks into a locker, or if I hear someone in a locker and I just pull them out and they're not afflicted by deep wounds, that is completely okay. The reason why is because you're not going to get them with deep wounds and pull them out of a locker, and some people might just wait for the head-on. I'm not going to be that cruel, at least not this time around. The entire point of this challenge, though, is literally just get a 4K. You don't got to get merciless, you don't got to get brutal, you don't got to get anything like that. You just get the 4K. Whatever it ends up being is what it is. Gonna have to kick these gens. Probably on this one now. Oh yeah. I love when they try to juke my stabs. Okay, we'll go for her because she is heading towards the hook, and it lets us apply pressure. Plus, we heard the heartbeat behind us, so we know whereabouts the other person is. Quick and quiet. Oh my god, can I get any worse? I actually just missed that swing. Because I didn't let myself get a step closer. Okay, that's another one down. Ooh. We're gonna get some value out of Monster Shrine. Okay. I'll take it. Monster Shrine value is always worth it. Oh, I wish that was true. Okay. So y'all healed up. Oh, not all of you. We're gonna go down here. Because Metal Man means nothing. So now we'll end the frenzy around this area. We're gonna cut across here. Now right now we need to drop pressure. So how are we gonna drop pressure? Gonna get her to drop that pallet and keep going for her. She's got a lot to play with here. Okay, we're taking this chase a little too long. Oh my gosh, and I could have swung. She's gonna play this jungle gym hard. Yep, she's gonna force us to break. Alright, we'll break. Oh, I heard her right next to me. Guess I didn't hear her right next to me. So her vaulting these pallets is eventually going, and stopping and flashlighting is actually gonna eventually get her down, thankfully. It's a very, very long chase, and I would never recommend to anyone taking chases like this. But why am I? Because I feel like it. Because, you know, sometimes I just have too much fun in this game, and I need to just give them a huge advantage so they can maybe shit talk me in the end game. Oh, and she was the one that was dead. I thought it was the Meg that was almost dead. Clearly I'm not paying attention enough. So when I look back before, I could have swore I saw someone crouch over here. And I may be senile. I'm 100% senile. Holy shit. I'm losing my mind, everyone, already. This is what happens when you play too much Legion. Oh, okay. Damn. That doesn't work often. But once in a while you get someone that'll just drop back for no reason. Got another pallet there. Yeah, I mean the teabag, I don't get it, Meg. I don't get why you had to teabag. You're actually having a good run. I was gonna compliment you. So now we'll do the swaying technique so we can get closer and get further. Which is whenever they're struggling, just kind of lean in, just turn your camera and make sure whichever way your character's leaning more towards is towards the hook. It'll help you get there a little bit faster. But those extra steps can make a difference. So far, this has actually proven to be not a bad challenge. Oh, well, that's gonna lose me a lot of pressure. Oh, and I failed. I thought I could get the grab in time, but I could not. Yeah, no, I can't, I can grab you, though. I can indeed grab you, so thank you for that. Now we'll do this. There we go. Well, you might get two. We're gonna get three. There we go. So we got three. We only actually hit one person that didn't have deep wounds on them. But all in all, not too bad. Not a bad challenge. It's actually quite difficult because of the loops. Like I said, I lost a lot of time playing that one loop with Jane for way too long. It did end up leading to a kill, but I should have broken at least one of those pallets a long time ago because I would have downed her sooner. Part of me was kind of also hoping she would bleed out, but she didn't bleed out as quickly. GG. And I got the hook during endgame, which is another thing I needed. I actually forgot I needed it, but yeah, that was a rank 2, so that figures. You aren't Blight, liar. No. Dragon challenge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I lied to you, that I'm not the scummy Blight. Prove thyself, that explains why the first gen kind of went quick. Also with worn out tools. I mean, it gets a little bit of that gen done, but it's still a toolbox. It's still not amazing like it used to be, but it still works quick. And when you have prove thyself, it just adds that a little bit extra. That first generator was guaranteed. Decisive strike and borrowed time, quick and quiet, sprint first, adrenaline, urban evasion, sprint burst, adrenaline, premonition, spine chill. Wow, this person was all ready to find me. Nice, nice. All right, so not bad in the slightest. I'm actually surprised at how enjoyable that was. And then we got Blighty Boy. Let me just put some points into him real quick. We got Blight with an interesting build that I'm limited on perks with him, because obviously I'm still leveling him up, but I wanted to try this out and just kind of see how it is. Oh, I'm getting that, Ebony. So, I'll load up a game. I did a Totem Protector, in a way, with a little bit of gen protection. But I got my Ruin, which, I mean, it's tier 1, so it's not amazing. But it is what it is. I have it. I got Hex Undying because Hex Undying and Hex Ruin just go hand in hand so well. I also have Retribution. Because if they're going to find this totem 3 times, if they're going to find this Retribution and just make it jump, or even if they find Ruin 3 times, that is a lot of info to give me. Or in general, they either find each of these perks once because they take out Undying first, and that's only 30 seconds that I see everybody, which, I mean, 30 seconds is still a fuck ton of time, and the Oblivious status effect is always nice. Or, at max, I get 50 seconds of seeing everyone, and I just like the idea of that because Blight can get across map. Blight will rush someone down, and if I'm going to be rushing people down, I'm going to be needing to get across map. Why not try out the Compound 21 now? Because I know it definitely is not anything like it used to be, but if you have some of those stealth gamers that just feel like hiding, or maybe you have someone with distortion, this will, one, get rid of those tokens quickly, and two, once the tokens are gone, this will find those that hide around me. So if you got someone with flashlights, they're usually going to be hiding within 8 to 16 meters, okay? Now 8 meters does seem like a very, very, very close range to be hiding, especially for a flashlight. But there are people that will literally hide behind walls and wait for you, given the correct map. So in that scenario, I will have Compound 21 and assume that it will help me with that. Not saying that this is definitely something you should be running on Blighty Boy, because yeah, the Alchemist Ring is very, 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 very good with getting your tokens back, because you can just rush everyone down. But I just want to try it out. And finally, we have Iridescent Blight Tag. Upon using all rush tokens, your last lethal rush will put a survivor into the dying state. This is why it's combined with Retribution, because they break a totem and say they're just close enough where I can make that with Blight, but I'm going to use all my tokens. Well, if I'm going to get the swing, might as well down them. Might as well put them down. And we have a flashlight too, so let's see this all work together. I'm excited to use my Gentleman skin. It reminds me of like a Jack the Ripper-esque, which I'm pretty sure is what they were going for. If not, then maybe. And then I got some pudding because I like some pudding. So yeah, there's a lot going on for this video compared to normal, and I think from here on out I will still continue to make any Legion video, but any Legion video that I make will probably be combined with a Blight video. And as far as the Legion challenge goes, I did only the one game, and I understand that there are others that will do multiple games with it. But I'm not here to show, you know, oh hey, look, the challenge can be done. Because I got a 3K, but I'm also at green ranks right now, which is on my part because I've been focused on other games and whatnot. But I have been actually playing a bit more. It's just I haven't been grinding like I used to, where I'd come home at the end of a work day and play for, I shit you not, 4 hours straight, and love every second of it because I was learning and learning and learning and learning and learning, and I just wanted that rank 1. But now that I've had rank 1 and there's nothing to offer, it doesn't really matter to me as much. But Blight is fun. Blight brings me back. So the challenge video is literally more for, hey, try this challenge out at your rank. See how well you can do. You just get across maps so fucking quick. I love them. I do want to try the other compound. Fucking excuse me? Yeah, look who fucked you over now. I will beat that ass, I swear to God. God, I love Blight so much. Here comes the flashlight. You heard him. You heard him walking. I hear him still behind me. Maybe that was actually just my heavy footsteps. I'm starting to think that was just my heavy footsteps. I guess it did go the opposite way. Where the scratch marks were placed, it kind of fucked me up. I didn't know which way they went. Damn. They healed up. Stop. That's how you set shit up. There we go. Now that is why I think that iridescent is so fun. Because when I was on my way there, I didn't need to actually hit that tree just before. But I noticed that nobody was on the close side to the gen that was right near the tree. And if they're not sitting on this side, they are not going to see me coming. They could hear me coming, but given reaction times, they might not know what to do right away. So, if they're not going to react, then... No! What the fuck? There we go. Okay, Compound 21 actually helped me there. Because it was like an I'm all ears, but it just kept coming. See, I wanted to get down to the last hit. And when I noticed she was slow crawling over the... or slow vaulting, I thought to myself, oh, I can get her. I can get her on this last rush. No, I can't. I cannot get her. You know why I can't get her? Because she decided that it would be great, or the game decided that it would be great fun to have me hit that fucking edge when I didn't hit that edge before. Hey! Oh, thought you'd step forward a bit more. Ooh. There you go. Oh. Yeah, no. Believe it or not, I'm not a rank 11 player, so I actually use my sounds, unlike most people at this rank, sadly. I'm actually kind of excited to get back into red ranks now with Blight, because I really want to test myself against players that know what they're doing. No! Damn it! I didn't mean to... I meant to dash past her, turn around, and then slap her with the insta-down. Are we gonna do this again? Yeah. We are. Wow. How did I know? Oh, this game. I do love it. And honestly, with the new visual updates, it looks fucking amazing. So... Oh! You know, I had read a lot of stuff on the Blight, but I only heard about that in a video, and I was just like, when the fuck did they do that? There's no way that it's default, because it says it on there that, or on his iridescent, that this is how you get to break pallets. You know, like, it says you're stunned for 1.5 seconds. So what's the point of that other iridescent? Damn. Hoping to find someone lacking. That's fine. We'll go back to her. Unless I just lost her by fucking around. Wanted to see if I saw anybody go into the killer shack. Because this Dwight's been on the move constantly. And it's fine. I also am kind of trying to get a lot of value out of this iridescent. I've had one down, and honestly, that's enough for me. To one insta down. We've had Ruin up the whole game, and all my totems up, which is surprising. But the moment they break one totem, they're going to be terrified of breaking any other totems. Why do you just, like, sit there, assuming that I can't hear you moaning? It's quite disturbing, actually, how much you moan. Oh, I hear you. I hear you working on that gen behind me. But now, let me do something called putting out pressure, which will get you off of that gen. Yep, broken. So I'm curious, is the 1.5 seconds... Because that feels pretty quick right there, as it is. Is 1.5 seconds really that big of a difference? She's going upstairs. I ain't gonna try to chase that. Wait, didn't let me rush. Just trying to get through that little... Huh. I guess if you're close enough to an object, it won't let you rush. Jake. You are a Jake, not a Dwight. I'm so sorry. I'm so mad. Where did you go? What the fuck? Where did he go? He was running in front of me and then he just teleported. Okay. Okay. Teleporting Jake. Where the fuck did you go now? Yeah, why does it feel like my tracking is just completely off? Yeah, she literally walked right past me. Jesus. Remember when I was talking all that shit? This is karma right here. They took away my ability to track people. What the fuck? Alright, well. I wonder... Not hiding near the jungle gem, near the generator that he was working on. I think she's gonna keep returning to this gen. Or at least stay in the area. Oh. They're playing pretty scared. And I mean, rightfully so. 2 people are dead. And I'm Blight. So I'm constantly just putting out pressure even when I'm not even rushing at this point. I'm just putting out pressure by just being here. They also lost a lot of pallets. Really? Well, let's start getting Compound 21 going. Jesus. There you are, Jake. I was gonna say, I can't go this long without finding someone. It'll make me sad. And you don't want Blight to be sad. Blight's a good boy. A very, very good boy. So now let's block everything off. This also works as a pseudo barbecue, as everyone knows it. It's the poor man's barbecue. And I like it that way. So I wonder if they are looking for any of the hex totems, because if so, and they really want to destroy one, like, I'm all for you guys destroying one of my hex totems. Literally any of them right now you could destroy, and I wouldn't care. You want to destroy Ruin? Destroy Ruin. You want to destroy Undying? Destroy Undying. Ooh, so he did jump off. gonna say, scratch marks that end right at a locker? I fucking wonder. Still don't know where that Jake went. Did he? He might have. I want to say he dropped down, but I didn't see the scratch marks. I must have missed him. All right. Well, now that Blight can. Okay. Now that Blight can actually destroy pallets just freely, that's pretty dope. I will give this guy a hatch. I also forgot to start a new challenge, so. Where's Hatch? There it is. Here, Jake, for literally... There you go. For literally avoiding me and juking me more times than anyone else, go for it. You get out. That's fine. They were all consoles. Yep, I forgot to grab a challenge. Goddamn. Honestly though, I just love Blight. Like, the build itself may not be the absolute best because it's pretty gimmicky, but I just love Blight. This thing, I actually do like. I really, really like this iridescent. I like both of his iridescents a lot. I think they're actually really good. But if I didn't have Compound 21 and instead I had... actually, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that idea for an actual video. But I will say, running Alchemist Ring with this would be amazing. Because you get the insta-down and you just use all your rush tokens, and now you get them all back. And even if you don't, now you have your rush tokens back. Because Alchemist Ring by itself is just really good. It's not even overpowered, it's just good. You still got to be good at Blight. As you can see, I still fuck up on my running here and there, but... it happens. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me for another video. Thank you again for all the support you guys have shown. Also, I haven't even started this tome ever because fuck this tome. I don't actually care about any of the character killers in this tome. That's my feeling. That's my rift. Yeah, I'm not motivated by it, and there's nothing in here that I would have wanted. I mean, there's a fucking Legion knife. Cool. But if I'm going to get that through just grinding and playing by myself, then I'll get it. But otherwise, I really don't think I'll ever need this or use it. But yeah, thank you guys, everyone, once again. It's actually been fun. It's actually been really fun. Try out the challenge for yourself. Let me know how you do. Click the like button below if you enjoyed, and subscribe to see a video when I post. I don't wait too long, but usually once a week at least. And yeah, leave a comment down below telling me either your favorite Legion build or your favorite Blight build. Pretty sure most people are just going to have the usual Tinker's, Barbecue, Ruin, and Undying, but if you got something unique, go for it, or at least tell me your favorite add-on of his, and with Legions, of course. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night.